If you are on a weight loss journey or on any of the GLP-1 drugs, this video is for you because I'm going to be breaking down how you can be successful at losing weight. So if you want to hear about it, come on, you're in the right place. Hi guys, welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you've been around here a while. I'm Kendra, this is Kendra Creates. This is where I share my weight loss journey with you. Hopefully I can help you out along the way. I also do commentary on a variety of topics, usually centered around health, wellness, fitness, weight loss, stuff like that. And if that stuff sounds good to you, make sure you are subscribed to my channel, okay? I would love to have you here. Okay, so I'm on a weight loss journey. Last year, I lost nearly 40 pounds. The year before that, I lost 25 pounds. And this year, hopefully, I can lose another 50 pounds to get to my ultimate goal weight of 150 pounds. I've been losing weight off and on pretty much all my life. And my highest weight was nearly 400 pounds. Right now, I am at 199. Can you believe it? Yes, I've come a long, long way. There's a lot that I've learned throughout the years, a lot of things that I wish I could take back. But today, I'm here to impart some of my knowledge to you guys because I want you to be successful, okay? I do want you to be successful. We can be successful. We can do this. We can lose weight. We can get to our goal weights. I know we can, okay? So with all that being said, I think I'm just gonna get straight into it. As you guys know, I've been on Saxenda since September, and if you don't know what Saxenda is, it is a GLP-1 drug like Wegovy for weight loss or Ozempic, okay? That's what Wegovy is, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. If you wanna hear more about the GLP-1 drugs, I did do a video talking about the whole drama and all of that kind of stuff, so you can get a little background about those things if you want to. But I'm going to be giving y'all 10 tips, okay? So I want you guys to listen up. Some of this stuff you probably already heard before. Maybe you've heard of it all. But we could all use a refresher, okay? Because nobody's perfect. And sometimes we just need to be reminded of these things, okay? All right. The first thing that I need for you guys to do is to go to your medications website. That is the first thing I recommend. If you are on a GLP-1 drug, go to that website, okay? So I'm on Saxenda, so Saxenda.com. If you are on Wegovy, Wegovy.com. It's gonna have all the information you need there. Literally everything. I'm talking about side effects, needles, how to take it, how to inject it, the results of the study, everything. It's there. It's there on the website. And if you are not taking any drugs and you're like, okay, well, where do I go? In the description box, I have a great link to a handout with lots of information about nutrition and exercise and diet and just general information about obesity. I think it's a wonderful handout, a lot of comprehensive information. So if you aren't on a drug, then you should be finding resources that can help you out along the way. And I've provided one in the description box below. Okay, this might sound like, duh, Kendra, but learn proper nutrition, please. If you don't know anything about nutrition or how to eat a well-balanced meal, learn it, okay? It will make the world of difference. If you need guidance, I suggest seeing if your insurance covers a registered dietitian. I can actually get registered dietitians visits for free. They're offered through my job. Like, they really want us to be healthy and well over there. So learn proper nutrition. This is something that took me a while to do, okay? And I want to thank Nutrisystem because I was on the Nutrisystem diet for the first couple of months of 2022. And it got me in the habit of getting my veggies in, making sure I'm having my protein, just making sure that I'm full and satiated so that I won't be hungry and that I'm reaching for, you know, those snacks that are highly refined sugars and carbs, and nothing's wrong with carbs, but I'm talking about the refined carbs. I'm talking about the ultra processed foods. That's what I'm talking about. Because when you're hungry, you just want something that's going to just taste good, and you're just going to be like, okay, I'm ready to go now, right? So just making sure you're learning proper nutrition so that you can be full and satiated, and that you can get your nutrients in. Like, they're very important. And I know people always want to run to like a multivitamin. Most people don't even need that. If your doctor says you need it, then you do blood work first, but most likely save your money, okay? You might need it if you aren't eating properly, okay? Because you got to get your nutrients from somewhere. And this is when people start complaining about hair loss and stuff like that, because they aren't getting their proper nutrients in. And, you know, you might think that you're doing good, but proper nutrition, you got to learn that. And proper nutrition isn't cutting out food groups. Unless you have some type of allergy or health or medical condition, carbs are fine. I guarantee you they're okay. Okay, so proper nutrition. You want to eat a well-balanced diet. Okay, exercise. I see all these people that just don't want to exercise. I promise I do. And I understand, okay? We are all strapped for time, but you have to build a schedule that allows that exercise in. If you are off of work on the weekends and all you can do is get out 2 days to get some exercise, that is better than nothing. YouTube has many free workouts, okay? I recommend highly Grow with Joe, okay? She's very upbeat, positive, great music, all that good stuff. She gets you sweating. She gets you working. Exercise, y'all. And exercise is walking. You don't have to just go to the gym, okay? If you don't want to go to the gym, don't go. Don't get a gym membership. You can walk. Go outside and walk. If you can't go outside, go to the grocery store and walk around the grocery store. If you can't go to the mall somewhere and walk around. If you can't do that, walk around your house. Get your treadmill. Walk on a treadmill. It's so many things that you can do. If you can't exercise and you can't walk and you can't do any of that, you sit down, you do some chair exercises. Get you some hand weights and get to moving. Do something. If you can't do any of that, take extra steps at work while you're at work. That means that working a sedentary job, I know you're sitting at a desk all day, whatever. Set a timer on your phone. Every hour, get up, walk around the office. Take the long way to the bathroom when you go to the bathroom. Park further away from the entrance. If you have stairs, take the stairs. These are just some simple ways that you can get in some physical activity. I'm not talking about doing HIIT cardio and lifting 100 pounds and no, you don't have to do all that for exercise, okay? Exercise not only helps us lose weight, but it also strengthens our muscles and gives us muscles. Muscles burn fat. Muscles increase your metabolism. Also, exercising shapes and defines your body. People complain about how their body looks. You got to exercise, okay? It's great for all around health, especially cardiovascular health, y'all. So you want your heart to be healthy, make sure you are exercising. You have to understand how these drugs work. They work to do certain mechanisms in your body. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is calories in versus calories out. And that is something that anyone on a weight loss journey needs to know, okay? Calories in versus calories out. It says it right on my Saxenda website. So I know the other GLP-1 drugs like Wegovy, I know it says it on there too. So this is to be used in conjunction with a reduced calorie diet and physical activity, okay? It's hopefully the drugs are gonna help you eat less because you know you're getting fuller quicker, you're staying fuller longer. So you're gonna eat less, okay? Right? And you're eating less, which means you are reducing the amount of calories that you intake. And if you are exercising, like I just told you about, then you are increasing the amount of calories you burn. So this is calories in versus calories out. I know that's a very simple equation. I know you've heard it before. And these drugs are to help. They are to assist. They are not you just inject it and lose weight. That's not how the drugs work at all. And I think a lot of people have a little bit of a confusion about that because that ain't how it works. So just make sure that you know how the drugs work and you are in a calorie deficit. Okay, so speaking of knowing how the drugs work, your experience will vary, okay? These drugs will affect you differently. One person, they may get this. Another person, they may get this. Somebody else may experience this. So you need to relax. If someone is having some type of experience over here, then that is their experience on the drug, okay? You still have to practice some type of lifestyle change. And I just talked about that, calories in, calories out. You can't just expect the drug to do all of the work, okay? Meaning that some people experience appetite suppression. I've never experienced that. Some people do not have hunger. That is usually very short-lived. People will say, oh, the drug is not working anymore. Well, look, the drug wasn't meant to do that. This is not an appetite suppressant. If you want an appetite suppressant, get phentermine, okay? Now, like I said, some people experience good for them or whatever, even though you need to be making sure that you're eating so that you can get your nutrition. Also, some people report that they have cravings taken away. The drug is not meant to take away cravings. I've never had that happen. I've always had cravings for stuff. So I don't know what that feels like, okay? Some people talk about there's a reduction in food noise. I guess their thoughts about food or whatever. I don't really think about food like that. Like, I'm hungry. That's when I think about food, I guess. Or if I smell some good smelling food or something, or if I see food, then that's when I think about it. It's just like, I don't think about food all the time. So I never really had that problem. But the drug is also not made to do that. Some people report that it helps with their binge eating. Drug's not made to do that either, okay? If you got BED, you need to see a therapist, other medical professional to help with that. That's not what the drug is made for either. So you have to set your expectations that this drug will help you with your hunger and the fact that you get fuller faster and you stay fuller longer. Thus, you're not as hungry because you're full, and also you're not going to eat as much because you're full when you eat. So everyone has a totally different experience. I did talk about learning proper nutrition. I talked about exercise, but this is a big one. Drink your water, okay? You need to stay hydrated. Possible side effect is dry mouth. So you want to make sure that you are staying hydrated, drinking lots of water to help combat that. But then also, if you're exercising, hopefully you are. If you're active, you're sweating out, you need to drink water. Yes. Water also helps you stay full. That's good for that. Water is just good for so many things. I did a video on water intake. So if you have any problems getting water in, I highly suggest you watch that video because I do give some tips about how to get your water in. My first tip is to make sure you have a water bottle, buy a water bottle. Because if you have a water bottle, you're going to carry that around with you everywhere. You're going to fill it up and you're going to make sure that you drink it. At least that's what I do. So drink your water. And it could be plain water. It could be flavored water. It could be fruit infused water. It could be seltzer water. It could be unsweetened tea, which is basically just water and tea. It could be coffee, but they say coffee is kind of like a diuretic and it takes away from the water hydration. I don't know about all that. But any way that you can get some non-caloric fluid in your body, do that. The next thing that I want to talk about is the internet. I would say stay off the internet, but I ain't gonna say that because you're on the internet now and you're watching me. So thank you for coming here and being on the internet. But you need to take what you hear on the internet or what you see on the internet with a grain of salt. Look at it, think about it, put it in the back of your mind. But if you're really interested in it, then research it and see if it's true or not, because there is so much misinformation online, and I see it every day. I see people saying the most incorrect things, and it's just like, oh my God, like, where did they get this information from? So just be careful about what you're reading online, what you're seeing online, especially with like ways to eat, things to eat, supplements to take, people's stories, because people lie and people exaggerate. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound so jaded, but it's the truth. If you've been on my channel any amount of time, I do a lot of videos about influencers and people lie. So just take what you see on the internet with a grain of salt, especially when you see people losing large amounts of weight. I know you guys have saw, they're all over YouTube, like how I lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks and just crazy stuff. And they're getting those results in crazy ways. They're like literally not eating. They're doing like juice cleanses and water fasts, and they're exercising for hours a day, and they're cutting out food groups, and y'all, that stuff ain't sustainable. Like, okay, you do that, you lose weight, then what? Then what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do to make sure that you keep the weight off? Like, have you learned proper nutrition? Have you gotten into a good routine? And now you are meal prepping and you're going to the gym. Like, y'all, just take what you read and see on the internet with a grain of salt. That's all I gotta say really about that. Weight loss. I just talked about putting up big numbers on the scale and all this crazy stuff. Normal weight loss is about 0.5 to 2 pounds per week. Let me say that again. Normal weight loss is about 0.5 to 2 pounds per week. That sounds very unremarkable. That sounds very like not what you see on the thumbnails of the YouTube videos. That sounds very slow, but it's not slow. It's just normal. So 1 pound is about 3,500 calories, right? And they say if you want to be in a calorie deficit, you should reduce your caloric intake about 500 calories per day. The reason is because 500 calories per day, 7 days in a week, 500 times 7 is 3,500. That would put you at losing 1 pound per week. Y'all, 500 calories is a lot. It may not seem like it, okay? But when you're adding up like calories on the things that you eat, and 500 do you know how quickly I can eat 500 calories? Like 2 slices of pizza, that's over 500 calories. That's it. That's literally it. It is so easy to go over your caloric intake for the day. So, and then when your body is used to eating a large amount of calories, it's going to be very hard to go from a large amount to a little amount. That's why I always say you should kind of like make sure you're stepwising down so that you don't like become exhausted from like not eating. But yeah, you might see these crazy like numbers like online and people putting up these really high numbers. It's not realistic. It's not sustainable. Like 0.5 to 2 pounds per week. My average last year for weight loss was 0.9 pounds per week. That was less than a pound a week. So yeah, and I will be happy if that is my average for this year. That means I will like literally be at my goal, y'all. So y'all wish me luck, okay? You also need to keep in mind that your weight will fluctuate. Your weight fluctuates every single day. This weight loss journey, your weight loss is not going to be linear, meaning it's not going to be just a straight line downward. Your graph is going to look like this. Most likely, you're not going to lose weight every single week. Like, you're going to plateau. It's going to happen. Because first of all, in the very beginning, you might lose a lot of weight. You might lose a lot of water weight. Bam, it's like, oh my God, that was so easy. And then it just gets harder and harder. The smaller you get, the less calories you burn. Your body is literally fighting against you because of evolution. It thinks it's dying, so it wants to kind of hold on to stuff. I'm not saying you're never going to lose weight, because you are. Like, you are. If you're not eating a surplus of calories, you're going to lose weight. Like, that's how that happens. You just have so many factors that go into play. You have hormones. Did you use the bathroom? Like, everything goes into play as far as your weight goes. And your body is weird. It kind of does what it wants to do. So there might be a formula for like weight loss, but weight loss is just crazy and it just varies. So your weight will fluctuate. So you have to really keep that in mind to be successful, and for you also not to give up, okay? Because a lot of people see those fluctuations and then they give up, and it's just like, ugh. Now, the last thing that I want to talk about, y'all, and this is the thing that is going to bring you the most success. Like, if you're doing everything else, you have to do this, because without this, you aren't going to get success. Here is the secret. Consistency. You have to be consistent. What I mean, don't give up, okay? You might have to pause. Okay, you're living your life. You might go on a vacation, okay? You might get an injury. You might have to take some time off. Who knows what happens? This is life. This is life. Make sure that you keep your good eating habits up. And if you can't get to the gym 1 week, that happens, okay? If you're eating generally pretty healthily, and you eat out 1 day a week, it's not the end of the world, okay? You have to balance this stuff like you're going to be doing this like the rest of your life, because this is how your life is now. So it's all about major consistency and not giving up. Just pressing onward and pressing forward. When you see you're not losing weight, you just got to keep going. When you didn't get to the gym for a week, you just got to keep going. When you overate, when you binged, you just got to keep going. Like, you can't give up. Like, that is the key. I remember I used to get so frustrated when I didn't see a drop on the scale, and I would just give up. Or I'd be starving myself, or, eating whatever kind of nasty cardboard food or whatever, or salads and stuff that wasn't going to make me full. And then I get so frustrated and I just be like, you know what? I'm going to McDonald's or wherever, So consistency. I cannot stress it enough. Sometimes you have to take a break. Sometimes you have to take a pause, but don't give up. Just be consistent. And I know it's easier said than done, but I feel like that is what has brought me to where I am now, because you see all these amazing things on the internet. Oh, I lost, all my weight in 6 months. And that's just not real life, y'all. That's just not real life. It is going to take me like 2 years to lose 100 pounds. Yeah, it is. And it just is what it is. That's just life. That's just real life. That's just realistic. But the thing that has brought me through is just me being consistent and me not giving up. Do I have off days? Sure. Do I have off weeks? Sure. Do I have off months? I mean, there have been months where I didn't lose any weight, so yeah. But the thing is, I didn't give up. And I don't want you to give up either, okay? I hope this little list has been helpful to you. Like I said, most of these things people know, but it's just having a reminder of these things, or just a little concise format to where you can just kind of like look at it as a guide to like success, or just hearing my story and seeing what my experience is. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment box below, please. I'd love to answer your questions about anything specific that I do or anything that's helpful to me. One of these days, I'm going to do another what I eat in a day and daily routine videos, because, people want to see that kind of stuff. So I'm going to get on it, y'all. I'm going to do a little bit better, just a little bit better with my content so I can help you guys out, okay? Make sure you continue to spread kindness in a world full of hate. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.